And hello, everyone. We welcome you to the Birdcage in Pettisville, the site for tonight's matchup in the Buckeye Border Conference, and a big one we've got for you. First place in the BBC is on the line as it is Hilltop and Pettisville is set to do battles. We're going to make a few changes on the fly. I'm Randy Roberts with Miles Holiday, partner. We're not going to crown a champion of the Buckeye Border Conference tonight. Still a week of conference play yet to go, but we are going to go a long way in figuring out who the BBC champion is going to be here tonight.
Hey, you can't win it tonight, but you can lose it. You can definitely lose it. This is two of the best teams in the BBC. So, Randy Roberts, where else would you rather be than right here, right now? Not just great caramel corn, tremendous, great volleyball in front of us here tonight.
We'll show you the standings to the Buckeye Border Conference. We'll tell you what we're talking about. There is Hilltop and Pettisville squarely on top, each at 4-0. Hilltop at 17-2 overall. Pettisville at 15-3. Both teams will have, as we said, two conference games yet to go, Tuesday and Thursday this upcoming week as they wrap up the regular season. And on top of that, everyone on Sunday will also learn their tournament fates as well. But let's look at these two teams and show you the starting lineup of the Cadets of Hilltop. You saw they're 17-2. Their two losses came to a sweep in Archibald, also fell in 5 to Liberty Center. They're on a 12-game win streak, but their last two have gone 5 sets, getting wins over Evergreen and Holgate.
Yeah, you take a look at number one right there, Elena Van Arsdalen. She is the straw that stirs the drink. She is unbelievable as their setter, Randy. 426 assists on the year. She is the quarterback of this offense, and boy, she's got some great receivers to get the football to, doesn't she? Unbelievable ability to put the ball down in the middle with Rodriguez and Baker, two of the best middles in the area.
Yeah, combined for nearly 600 kills between the two of them. Libby Baker with 377. This is a team serving at just over 92%. We saw them, we had them against Stryker here recently. We saw them where they went on long runs and it was 15, 20 serves in a row. We also had a few times where they kind of struggled and there was some unforced errors.
Yeah, Coach Bruner would tell you that they have some mental lapses where they let teams back in it for a little bit. Case in point, when you said Stryker, they were dominating early, and then all of a sudden Stryker steals one, and they have to hold on to win that match. But this is a tremendous hitting team, Randy. 234 on the year, and not only that, they serve up some serious heat. 212 aces on the year.
About the starting lineup tonight for the Pettisville Blackbirds. They come in at 15-3, and it's going to sound a lot like Hilltop. They also, like Hilltop, were swept by Archibald for one of their losses. Also fell to Montpelier in 5 sets. That was in non-conference play, as the Buckeye Border does just go one time through, but a lot of the natural rivals continue to play each other. And also here recently, went to Swanton and fell in 4. We talked about Stryker again. We saw that matchup Hilltop had with Stryker, was that a week ago? And we talked about how Stryker sometimes gives people fits. We kind of figured that out with why, just the scrappy way they play. Oh, by the way, Stryker took Pettisville to 5 sets on Tuesday night.
Yeah, this is another good hitting team, just like Hilltop. 233 hitting on the year, and another team that serves it up extremely well. 199 aces. Might come down to who serves it best here tonight. It's a team you've mentioned. People get frustrated playing, just like Stryker when people play them, because they get the ball back up in the air. Only 114 reception errors on serve this year. It's a really good Pettisville team.
Like Hilltop, have a big senior playmaker, Miley Harris, 264 kills, also 44 aces while serving at 91%, and also 233 digs. But Hilltop, they'll do the 2 setters. You talked about Van Arsdalen. Hayden Johankin will help out as well. What about Grace Hastings and what she's able to do as the setter for Pettisville? 599 of the 641 assists that Pettisville has comes from one player.
Yeah, if someone else set someone up, they're like, what happened here? That was a weird moment. Yeah, absolutely sensational. Dominates the offense with her hands.
And also a deep team serving the ball as well.
Yeah, We mentioned 199 aces. They don't have a lot of service errors as well. If they can slice and dice this Hilltop team, they're going to have success.
Yeah, we'll step aside here for the national anthem.
In 1951, DeRochers began servicing their valued customers by repairing radios. Since then, there have been many changes, but one thing has remained the same: DeRochers' continued commitment to providing first-class service to their dedicated customers. DeRochers no longer services radios, but we do service all the major brand appliances. To schedule outstanding service for your appliance repair needs, please call 734-457-9999. Mention this ad and receive a special discount on your initial call. DeRochers, your appliance experts.
Discover your potential at Four County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose Four County Career Center.
Discover tremendous scholarship opportunities at Northwest State. Over the past 2 years, we have awarded nearly $2 million in foundation scholarships. That's free money for college. Don't miss out. Apply today.
Randy Roberts, Miles Holliday back with you here in the Birdcage in Pettisville as they're going through the announcements of the starting lineups. Big matchup of the Buckeye Border Conference tonight between Pettisville and Hilltop. By the way, Hilltop, as we said, each team with 2 conference games left. They'll wrap up Tuesday against North Central and a week from tonight at Fayette. For Pettisville, they will go to Holgate, who again has given some teams some trouble this year. That is on Tuesday. They'll finish up at North Central a week from tonight. So you would think the winner of this one would be in control of the Buckeye Border Conference.
Well, it looks like North Central might have a little bit of a say, 2-3-1 in the BBC. Best team they've had since Kendall Bonney was there, so maybe North Central might be able to give them a little bit of problems.
All right, how about some keys to the game for this one, partner? Let's start with the Hilltop Cadets.
Yeah, number 1, no sleep for Brooklyn, right? Remember that song back in the day, No Sleep Till Brooklyn? Well, Brooklyn Cosmo, she is unbelievable in that back row, Randy. We had her a week ago against Stryker, was all over the floor. No sleep for her because she is quite the libero, gets everything back up in the air. And number 2, Find Harris, Miley Harris, the big-time hitter for Pettisville. 264 kills. Make sure your blocks are going towards Harris. And then number 3, the Mega Powers. Oh, yeah. Who are the Mega Powers? That's Baker and Rodriguez. 595 kills between the 2 of the 719. The Mega Powers are big time.
There'll be some keys tonight for the Pettisville Blackbirds.
Pin to win. Make sure you're setting the outside. Do not set the middle because the middle belongs to Hilltop with Baker and Rodriguez. Number 2, communicate. Communication huge. Allow your hitters to know where that big block of Libby Baker's coming from. And then number 3, corner to corner. Play corner to corner with your shot selection. Stay out of the middle. Hey, did I mention, stay out of the middle. The middle belongs to Hilltop. If you're Pettisville, play the outside, corner to corner.
Now looking forward to this one here. Regular season, as we said in our pregame, wraps up here this next week. Our final regular season broadcast is going to be a week from tonight, back in the Green Meadows Conference, where they're going to determine a champion. The only thing we don't know, is it going to be an outright champion in Tenora, or is Edgerton going to cause some trouble?
I really liked Edgerton when we saw them. Tenora had, about 5 people that could hit. They were a fun team to watch as well.
Yeah, it's going to be our final regular season matchup. Fairview threw a wrench in it by knocking off Edgerton. So possibility of a 3-way tie. There's a good block in the middle. Libby Baker trying to get a second one. And on second effort, Olivia Miller's going to go up and over.
Yeah, watch this. A little pass set, go off a 2. Olivia Miller just puts it where nobody in a red shirt can reach it. Olivia Miller, a tremendous basketball player, just as good in volleyball.
And Miller, 3rd on the team, 147 kills heading into this one. There's Baker getting an opportunity. That one deflected by Pettisville. They'll go back on the attack. Now Hilltop trying to get the setup, coming cross court. Now here is Pettisville once again, coming near side. Hilltop is able to play this one. They'll get it from the back row with Rodriguez. That one is brushed by someone's finger. It looked like right at the net. And coming cross court, keeping it in play, will be Naomi Reeker.
Yeah, watch Naomi Reeker. Something that we saw in pregame, the ability to get off the floor in a hurry. How about that? Someone with the last name Reeker with athletic ability.
Pettisville with a good job serving, coming in 93.8%. There's one played well at the net. Hilltop will get a second opportunity. They're stuck scrambling a little bit.
A really nice play by Van Arsdalen.
And the setup, that one is going to be deflected out. Van Arsdalen tried to get the dig. Good setup right there in the middle from Miller.
How about the little slam dunk in the middle by Miller? Not a swing, just kind of push it down.
Pettisville playing with a little bit of confidence here early on, up 3-0. Good serve from Grace Hastings. It's had the good start so far for the Blackbirds. Getting set up again. Running the fake to Miller. That time going the far side. It'll be dug out well. Back to Reeker's able to go up and over. And another kill for the junior.
You saw Libby Baker turn and tell her teammates, look, if I'm going to take away the line, you got to take away the angle. Second time that Reeker has come up big.
Take away the ankle lock.
The ankle lock, Kurt Angle.
Here's Baker trying to get back on track. That one will be dug out well in the back row. As Harris will get that one.
Second time Miller's got a piece of that outside setup on Baker.
Baker coming back. As Miller sends that one 3 rows deep, as Hilltop will get its first point of the night.
And Miley Harris almost got that back up in the air for Pettisville, but you saw just a glimpse of the power of Libby Baker.
So here is Elena Van Arsdalen. Leads the team in aces at 59, a 91.5% server. Adds to that total right there.
That was nastiness. Fell out of the sky with very little rotation. So tough for Strauss to get that one back up in the air.
Serve again, their team down 4-2. Still early in this opening set. Setup going to the middle with Miller. Baker able to go up and over. Nice little touch to get it past that front row at the net.
She saw that Miller was in front of her, gotten a couple pieces of swing-aways, just go right over the top. That's the advantage of being 6'3".
Van Arsdalen with the serve once again. Now Reeker coming short side. Leave that one in play.
Boy, Naomi Reeker, she has shown up to play big time today. 3 kills already out of the 5 points for Pettisville.
Yeah, 2-year letter winner as a junior. So this is a player that's going to be a 4-year letter winner by the time her career is done. Serve goes just a little long, so Pettisville will give the point right back. As we will see that libero, Brooklyn Kuzma, check into the lineup for Hilltop. We saw her rip off, about 15 in a row against Stryker?
Might have been the most impressive serve demonstration we have seen this year.
Baker again, just a little tip, just past the diving effort of Harris. As Hilltop will tie this up.
You see the double block attempt right in front, push it over top. You see a lot of setters do this, but Baker's able to do it because her ability to hang with her size is second to none.
Kuzma with another good serve. Pettisville clears that from the back row. Now setting up Libby Baker again. That one is going to be blocked. On the line, ruled in, and Pettisville's going to come up with another point.
Best on best in the middle. Miller marks that one, return to sender. Hilltop thought for sure that had been out.
Yeah, second on the team in blocks with 30. It's Courtney Weemkin. We haven't seen a lot of her yet with 31. Now Hilltop will find that far side. Baker will keep that one in play. Now she will step back and serve. Libby Baker, 41 aces, serving at 95% clip. Set up in the middle. That one's going to be left out of play. Heads up play for Hilltop.
Yeah, Wimkin just couldn't get her body set up where she could attack it. Anytime you get a set from behind, makes it difficult.
Ball that just nosedives after it crosses the net, and an ace fired up there from Libby Baker.
Well, it's something that we're used to seeing with Hilltop. You mentioned 212 aces coming into tonight. It is a big part of what they do.
We'll fire another one. Might have mishit that one, but it's not going to matter. Watch the rotation on this one.
Well, she throws this one because the baseball playoffs are going on, so let's mix in a little slider.
Just hovers in that corner. That deadly serve. This one comes into the middle of the back row where it is playable for the Blackbirds. Kill attempt runs long as Miley Harris trying to get on track. It's the leading hitter for Pettisville, struggling to get going yet this evening.
If Pettisville doesn't get a side out here, might get a timeout because this is feeling like a big-time run.
One nearly left untouched. Pettisville does come back with the answer.
Yeah, Naomi Reeker from the back row this time. Like that little top spin placement.
So here is Macy Hoyleman will serve. 29 aces, a 94% server. Adds to that one as Kuzmal just had it roll off. Looked like the fist trying to get set. A good one there for Kuzmal.
There you go.
And the 1-2-3 and the good finish out of Bryn Rodriguez.
I like it because it was a tremendous return by Kuzmal. A tremendous first pass, a better second one. Huge three, finally getting Rodriguez involved.
Pettisville trying to get set. Hilltop come back in the middle again. As Rodriguez just up and over that front row. Hilltop the opportunity. Back to Rodriguez, puts a little bit more mustard on that one. It's dug out. Big dig from Baker.
Both teams brought their A game here tonight.
Get a kill from the back row. Kuzmal, diving effort to keep that one alive. Van Arsdalen getting involved. And the perfect setup goes right to the middle, and Rodriguez puts it away.
Great recognition on the overpass by Rodriguez. Don't get too cute with it, just put it away.
And like Miles said, that is going to force Pettisville to take a timeout. 12-8 Hilltop leads in this opening set. And we want to tell you that our match tonight brought to you by H2H Realty. Buying and selling real estate doesn't have to be a stressful event. Make it a holiday by calling April Holiday with H2H Realty at 419-345-9687. And we're brought to you by Brian Ford. Celebrating 25 years of business, Brian Ford services all makes and models with free pickup and delivery for service jobs. Just visit them at brianford.com. And I know we've just gotten started, but when we get to the end of the night tonight, whenever that might happen, Miles and I will have to select, or we're forced to, a Spangler Candy World Sweet Player of the Game.
A lot of good choices here tonight.
This is going to be an exciting one. So they'll go home with a $10 gift card from Candy Spangler. Spangler Candy World. Maybe it is Candy Spangler World.
Mr. Spangler.
I don't know. I think it's the Spangler family's world we're all living in it.
Not sure how Miller was able to avoid that one, but great move letting it go long. Good response coming out of the timeout.
Harris now will serve. Hilltop chasing a little bit, sends it out of play.
Nice response, now back to 2.
Harris with another serve. Kuzmal digs that one out. Libby Baker from the back row makes a play. Pettisville getting set up. Going to Reeker, who clears the net. Out of Van Arsdalen. Reeker tried to step in, get that one. You saw Becca Strauss, libero, pointing to her teammates, going, that one should have been mine.
They got to believe on any other team, Van Arsdalen, her kill numbers would be higher, only 40 coming into tonight, but very proficient on the outside.
Rising with a good serve. Now she'll dig that one out. Pettisville trying to get set up. Now they're going to get into the net. We're going to have ourselves a violation.
As it Rodriguez right here goes up, and then, the net kind of moved right into her with the ball.
And you also, when you saw her when she landed, the foot goes over.
Unfortunate mistake for Hilltop.
Pettisville trying to take advantage. Falling backwards, good play made there in that front row for Miller as Hilltop's attempt runs long.
I like to call by April Beck, the head coach. She signaled, that one's long.
Good to see. Didn't get a chance to talk to him yet. Longtime Pettisville coach John Horning in the building tonight. Nice job keeping that in play out of Rodriguez.
Yeah, Rodriguez just so efficient. Doesn't panic. Gets a pass, not exactly where she wants it. Just cut it for the point.
She'll step back and serve. The team still holding on to a 2-point lead. Serves it into the net. Pettisville with the opportunity here as we go back to Grace Hastings. Served up the first couple of points for the Blackbirds. They led this one earlier. There's one high in the air. Good opportunity for Pettisville, and they take advantage.
Yeah, I think it's Reeker that recognizes the overpass. Get a little free pizza. Make sure you eat that up.
Almost took your saying away from you. But then
You're more than welcome to use free pizza. I know how much you love pizza, buddy.
Hilltop sends one into its own bench. Pettisville with a run to come back on top.
Yeah, nice little response. This looked like it was going to be a runaway for a little bit by Hilltop. Timeout by April Beck, and things are different.
Now, in honor of Pettisville, should it be free caramel corn tonight?
The best caramel corn everywhere.
Hilltop will use its third hit with Libby Baker to get that over. Now, battle at the net is going to be won by Olivia Miller.
Well, nobody told Olivia Miller that the middle is supposed to be dominated by Hilltop because she's been absolutely fantastic for Pettisville here tonight.
Puts the Blackbirds on top, 16-14. Their biggest lead was 3 or 4 very early on. Trying to come back, and we're going to get a violation as Pettisville get into the net.
Hilltop needed a side out in the worst way. Nice play by Miller again.
So they come by, they're handing out, we mentioned their caramel corn, they're just handing it out to everyone. So we're a little, right?
That's gold.
It's the Days of Thunder. I want to make a pit stop. We're busy. We're eating ice cream.
Well, don't go high into turn 4 unless you're Naomi Reeker. Look at this, off the net. Gets over top of it.
Well off from the line. Fires away. And she'll add an ace for good measure.
Hilltop, a little bit of unraveling here. Body language not where they want it. Communication not where they want it. Somebody needs to make a play.
Reeker with another good serve. Rodriguez will play this one. Libby Baker off the block, had it deflected. Pettisville with the opportunity. Now Rodriguez, it's the first touch. Kill attempt ends up in the net. That lead grows, and it looks like Janice Bruner's seen enough. She wants a timeout with Pettisville on top 19-15, so we can tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by Chappie's Snappy Dogs, New York-style hot dogs, smoked sausage, and huge brats. Call Carol at 419-297-1004 or look up Chappie's Snappy Dogs on Facebook. And we're brought to you by Bricks to Clicks. Save you money on everything from toys to home decor. Save on Amish-built sheds, carports, and steel buildings. Follow us on Facebook, and I'll tell you, I'll read the rest here in a minute, and I'll tell you why you should follow them on Facebook, because if you follow them on Facebook, you'll find out that they don't have one location. They have two.
They do.
So I added a second location, but you can always visit them at 29133 George Street in Millbury, Ohio.
Stop out there. Chuck has those big giant skeletons that everybody's putting in the front yard.
Everyone's got one of those now.
Get out there and see my man Chuck Popovich.
Well, if you don't get the chance, you can't make it out there, just follow them, like as we said, on Facebook, because Chuck's going to have a video of inventory within the next 20 minutes.
Amazed what turns over.
So every day something new. So we want to thank all of them for being with us. It's a good play made there. Miley Harris now starting to get involved for the Blackbirds.
Nice job by Strauss. This back row for Pettisville has continuously gotten things back up in the air. Frustrated Hilltop.
Rieker gets a good serve. Van Arsdalen with a touch at the net, and now Pettisville with the opportunity. Kill attempt. Looked like it might have been a little long. Rodriguez tries to play it, rolls off her hands, and Pettisville's going to pick up another point.
Can't say enough about the passing of Strauss, Randy. Remember we had this team a year ago. She was an outside hitter that rotated in from the bench. She has grown into this libero position.
Pettisville with another opportunity here. Back to the middle with Miller. Now Baker tried to put one away. Pettisville comes back. Rieker from the back. That one dug out. Van Arsdalen gets it back to Baker with the touch in. She'll get that over for the point.
Nice little touch shot again. And this is how Libby Baker's been successful in set number one. The big swing away has been returned to her or blocked.
Pettisville able to play the Hilltop serve. Kuzma trying to send this up to the front row. Pettisville tries to play this, still stuck in the back. Strauss will have to clear it. There's the setup. And the punch is made there from Baker. Trying to get, looks like Libby set up. Should come through with a big kill. That one is going to be sent out of play. And Hilltop will pick up the point.
A nice hustle over there by Miley Harris. But ran out of real estate. And don't look now. Maybe Hilltop starting to warm up, down by 4.
There's Kuzma ready to serve once again. Knuckler played well. Pettisville just unable to dig that out of the net.
A rare overpass by Strauss in this first set. Don't allow Hilltop to get the next point, or else this is going to turn into a prolonged run.
Trying to get the kill, they do, setting up that far side. It's Harris who puts it away.
Now watch Harris. A little snapdragon, and she's going to let Hilltop know about it. She's here all night.
Miller now waiting for the ball to be whistled in. Hilltop having some trouble. Kuzma will have to play this up from the back row. There's one, looks like off the net, out of play. Hilltop will get the opportunity with Libby Baker. Saw what she was able to do earlier in this opening set. And goes right back to it. That ball just dies on first touch.
Nasty serve dished up by Libby Baker. Does she go back to Miller again?
Tries Pettisville trying to dig that one out of the net. They successfully do it. Now the setup for Rodriguez. That one is going to be deflected out. So Bryn Rodriguez gets involved with a kill. And suddenly it's down to a 1-point game.
Pettisville's been very competitive in the middle, but that time Rodriguez goes right through it.
Baker with another serve. This one played in the back row from Rieker. Rieker was able to send this one over, but long, and we are now tied.
High drama at the birdcage. Both teams look like they're going to run away with set number one. Both teams have battled back.
And this is just the opening set. Now, good kill opportunity as Harris found an open spot as we're going to take a look at the replay.
Yeah, it wasn't really the set that she wanted, but she still does some nasty stuff with it.
Macy Hoyleman with the serve. Baker able to play this one. Rodriguez will clear it. Back to Harris. That one dug out. A diving effort made Libby Baker. And Hilltop can't get it out of the net.
Absolutely huge moment. Baker dives, gets it back up in the air. Hilltop scrambles, get it over the net. Hits the top tape and bounces back.
And Hilltop wants to take a timeout before Pettisville can try to put this away, so we can tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by Willis Electric, industrial, commercial, and residential contractor serving our community and beyond. Visit Willis.com to learn more. And we're brought to you by Renewed Therapeutics. Reclaim your vitality, reignite the spark, feel renewed. The Renewed Therapeutics in White House. Call Brandy at 419-877-8159 or visit renewed-therapeutics.com. So I believe I saw on Facebook they've got some new products coming out here.
Laser machine.
Yep.
I think they call it the Death Star.
As long as there's no sharks around.
Sharks with lasers. I got you on that one. Well, absolutely huge moment in this match. If Pettisville can get set number 1, it will establish that they are here to stay. Hilltop, got to get side out.
Hoylman with the serve. It's a good one. Hilltop will play this to Rodriguez. Cleared by Harris. Baker from the back row. The diving after that one just barely kept alive. And it's going to be enough for Pettisville as they win the opening set.
Yeah, Grace Hastings was absolutely fantastic. You're going to see her right here. I'm not sure how she gets that one back up in the air and sets it. And Harris puts it away. Pettisville, great effort in set number 1.
So the Blackbirds take the opener 25-22. We'll see what's in store for set 2, and we'll have it next here on NWOhio.live.
Discover your potential at 4 County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose 4 County Career Center.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
In 1951, DeRochers began servicing their valued customers by repairing radios. Since then, there have been many changes, but one thing has remained the same: DeRochers' continued commitment to providing first-class service to their dedicated customers. DeRochers no longer services radios, but we do service all the major brand appliances. To schedule outstanding service for your appliance repair needs, please call 734-457-9999. Mention this ad and receive a special discount on your initial call. DeRochers, your appliance experts.
Very entertaining opening set of volleyball won by Pettisville 25-22. So 1-0 lead here in this big matchup in the Buckeye Border Conference. And they're not going to hand out a trophy or anything tonight, but got a pretty good idea after action tonight who's more than likely win the BBC.
If the whole night goes as well as set number 1 went, for us as viewers, as commentators, watch out. This was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it?
That was, as Miles likes to say, that was high-level elite stuff.
It really was. The effort was there. People just scrambling, diving on the floor. Big hits, smart plays. Not many mistakes. Good volleyball.
There was not many mistakes. I can remember one serve into the net that entire set.
Couple long serves, but that's just being aggressive. And in a high-level match like this, you want to be aggressive. And there's Janice Brunner, head coach at Hilltop. And you think she's been through some battles where they lose set number 1, and you see she's still smiling and laughing on the bench? Are you kidding me? How many coaches would be wanting to pull their hair out after losing that first set? And that Coach Bruner, she's been through the war. She knows.
And Kristen Hagen's there as well. Those two have been together a long time. That's 75 years of coaching experience right there. Those three coaches.
Kuzmal Smart, number 14, sitting next to him too, soaking up some of that information, that knowledge.
So officials checking to make sure everyone's lineups are good to go. Now flips the ball in.
Great job by the PA here at Pettisville. The music selection has been fantastic. From what I understand, it is the personal mix of Brian Leppelmeyer that they just
I believe.
used.
Hilltop will get the opening serve for set 2. Bryn Rodriguez has this one up and ready to go. Pettisville will scramble but play it. Trying to get Libby Baker set in the middle. She'll leave that one in play. Looks like Becca Strauss chose to let that go. And unfortunately does not work in her favor.
First set, a lot of outside setting for Libby Baker. And this time they say, let's go back to what we do best. Let's go to Libby right in the middle, let her pound it away.
Pettisville with the opportunity here, getting the set in the middle, going up and around Libby Baker to tie it up.
Boy, when Naomi Reeker is part of the action for Pettisville, things just seem to go well for them. It was fantastic early in set number 1. Picks up where she left off.
There's Grace Hastings, who got Pettisville going with the serving early, does send that one long. So Hilltop will get it back. They turn to Elena Van Arsdalen. She'll serve it into the net. So rare mistake matched by mistake, as this one tied up early in our second set. Libby Baker trying to get going from that middle, looking for that far side again. Strauss let it go, and this time it works in her favor.
That was a little pinball set, wasn't it? Bing, bing, and then straight up in the air. And Baker a little bit wide. A good move by Strauss to let it go.
So now Reeker with the serve. Reeker had a pretty good opening set. Libby Baker with the reach, just able to go up and over that front row.
Very reminiscent of Wemby from the NBA, right? Just all arms and legs hanging in the air. Libby Baker, you think she's going to swing away, and she just levitates and then places it where she wants.
All right, so was it Wemby because you don't know the full name, or you don't want to try to pronounce the full name?
It's always going to be Wemby.
Pettisville trying to dig this one out of the net. You can try a little 1-2 with Libby Baker and a good payoff. As Baker and Van Arsdale, a little two-person game.
Yeah, it really puts Pettisville in a bind, right? Because you have to go up and deny her at the net, but she is going to hang longer than you.
Kuzmal gets the good serve. She's got one hand on that to keep it alive, and Rodriguez from the back row kept it going. The pass a little bit off target, but Olivia Miller able to get the finish.
Yeah, we saw this in the first set. Miller doesn't really attack it and swing through, just kind of places it around the wall that's in front of her.
Miller now with the serve. Van Arsdalen will just set it over. And Pettisville able to get through a block as Wimkin will come through with a kill.
Time and time again in this match so far, it looks like it's going to hit the floor. Nope, there's a white jersey just running underneath it.
Baker tried to match that one as that gets deflected out.
That shows you the hands of Van Arsdalen. Tough set. Your hitter's going to be outside the pin, away from you. It's got to be a back set. She made that look easy.
So here is Libby Baker now to serve. One is going to be won at the net by Pettisville and Miley Harris.
Keep going to that pin to win if you're Pettisville. A lot of success, especially on that left-hand side.
It's Macy Hoylman to serve. Played well by Van Arsdalen. As Rodriguez sends that one away.
Yeah, here comes the boom, baby. Rodriguez. And then we need 3D glasses because that one's coming right towards us. You know you hit it hard when it goes 6 bleachers up in the stands. Rodriguez, serious power.
As we see a serve coming here from Kelsey Connolly. Saw her in basketball season last year. Now Hilltop with some trouble on the return.
Little heat delivered by Harris. Try to get it back up. Libby Baker flies to the back, try to get it up in the air. Both teams scrambling for every single ball.
Harris waiting to serve as Hilltop will make a change. Good to go. Hilltop has to dig this one out of the net. Van Arsdalen will play it.
Smart play by Joe Hankin for Hilltop.
Now Rising with a good pass. Hilltop sends it back to Pettisville. There's Rising again, setting up the middle. Rodriguez had to adjust slightly. Baker able to keep that alive. Set comes forward. Good setup that time as Reeker's able to put it away.
This is a tremendous set by Hastings. All the way across court, coast to coast. Reeker puts it away.
Reeker able to come forward. Momentum carries her right to the net. She helps that out. Hilltop does a nice job making sure that stayed on their side of the net. And they'll pick up the point.
Got to be a little bit concerning for Pettisville that they're playing so well and they're only up by 1. And Hilltop really hasn't figured things out in set number 2.
Hilltop being a little bit more patient than we saw them against Stryker. Van Arsdalen sends this to Pettisville as they try to go on the attack with Reeker again. And officials are going to call that one in. We'll take a look at the replay.
Yeah, I think they might want that one back. A little bang-bang action. Thought it might have gone a little bit long. Linesman said it must have got the outside part of the line.
Swinkin now to serve. Short serve, but played by Hilltop to Rodriguez.
Boy, Rodriguez is bringing the heat in set number 2.
Pettisville able to dig that out with Harris. Trying to set, same thing for Pettisville. Come back into the middle, that one dug out. This ball ends up out of play. But Hayden Johankin getting involved now.
Remember being a kid and you just take a ball and you throw it at a wall and they'd come back to you and you just throw it at a wall and they'd come back to you, right? Both teams got to feel like that a little bit here tonight, right? No matter what you do, that the ball keeps coming back to you.
Rodriguez with a good serve. Strauss stepped in front of that one. No one able to pick it up, so the ace will tie this up early in the second set. Pettisville able to play this one. Good block there for Baker. Pettisville attack will go up and over. Now she'll get set up. Try to win the tip at the net. Pettisville able to play it.
Hastings with great anticipation to get that one up.
Back to Baker again. Second effort is a good one for the Cadets.
Yeah, watch Baker. About the 6th time already she has done that. You're expecting a big swing. Just puts it where you're not and then looks at her teammate and says, I can outsmart him.
To Bryn Rodriguez to serve once again. She'll pick up another ace. She fires that one right at Strauss.
Well, thank you very much action. Hilltop will take it.
Strauss tried to step in front of that one, saw it roll off one arm. Hilltop able to pull ahead at least momentarily by a couple of points. Strauss better job that time. This one will be played from the back row. That one does end up just in play.
Momentum all on the side of Hilltop. Pettisville kind of scrambling on that receive. But when you have someone that can deliver goodness for you, it is Naomi Reeker.
Hastings to serve. Big setup, Libby Baker. Good job from Strauss. Get that one. And Pettisville comes away with a point here.
I'm smiling because this is fun. Both teams bringing their best.
Hastings to serve once again, now tied at 11. Baker, the touch over to Pettisville as they set up Reeker, who's going to be sent back to the net. Pettisville getting another opportunity. Here's Reeker trying to put that away. That's going to be ruled out of play. I tell you who else is having a good time. There's not a lot of them, but the Hilltop student section is across the way from us. See them right here, just past the court.
They're all standing in the front row.
They're moving, they're making noise. Pettisville gets the set. Now Hilltop, this Rodriguez from the back is able to send this over the net. To Reeker. Reeker with the palm will play it. A good setup, Libby Baker again with that tip. It's been the move that's been the most successful for her tonight.
Yeah, there's those guys in the front row, and Gail having some fun for Hilltop.
Much to the chagrin of no one, Pettisville student section is full on a Thursday night. They were expecting the big crowd. They pulled out both sides of bleachers for this one, and good majority of them are full.
That Pettisville student section, year in, year out, fantastic.
Deflected ball, Hilltop is going to play to Baker. Puts a little bit more on that one, but it's played by the Blackbirds.
Nice job by Conley.
Hastings trying to get a set. Now there's one into the net. Is the mentioned Pettisville student section.
Looks like some of them just got back from the golf tournament where they had a lot of success.
Yeah, district champions for the Pettisville Blackbirds in Division III. So off to state next week. It's a good setup, Libby Baker. That one's going to be dug out, but she'll win the battle at the net, as Grace Hastings wasn't quite sure what to do there.
A good patience by Baker, because how many players would be too eager and run into the net on that one?
Hastings wasn't sure, tried to defend it or defend herself or avoid some sort of nasty contact. Hilltop nearly had that scrambled out. Bryn Rodriguez knew it. You saw the look on her face.
Look at the stab by Kuzma. Look at the stab by Van Arsdalen. Oh, into the net, and Rodriguez knew it as soon as she hit it.
Quick serve coming back with the ace out of Miller. Ties us up 14-all now. Setup. One just long. Giada Rising tries to get involved.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Lollipop serving. Got away with that one.
Miller put a little bit more on that one. They're going to rule in.
And Miller had fooled them with the lollipop on the serve before. This one, let's put a little pace on it. Hug that line for the big point.
Might have caught a piece of the line. So timeout taken by Hilltop here, 16-14 in this second set. So again, we want to tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by H2H Realty. Buying and selling real estate doesn't have to be a stressful event. Make it a holiday by calling April Holiday with H2H Realty at 419-345-9687. And when we get to the end of our contest, Miles and I will have to select Spangler Candy World Sweet Player of the Game. Go home with a nice little game ball, and more importantly, that $10 gift card from Spangler Candy World that you can use there at Spangler Candy World on the square in Bryan.
How good will their world be when they win a match and then they get candy from Candy World? Their world is big time.
Pettisville with the serve following the timeout. Good block in the middle. It's going to be a successful one.
Double wall on the outside against Baker, and I believe it's Miley Harris.
Yeah, I think Wimpkin was the other one involved in there as well. Now Miller to serve, Rodriguez to play this one. Rising clears it. Hastings, that high set, just pinballing it around as Harris puts it away.
Oh, watch the enthusiasm of Harris. Snaps it through, and then come on, ladies, let's go.
Olivia Miller now, the high, easy serve. And another battle won at the net by Harris.
Yeah, you can tell Miley Harris is taking this battle. She's taking it personally, playing with all kinds of fire.
Miller to serve once again. Now Pettisville up 5. This one is to be played away from the net. Rodriguez from the back is going to clear it. Back to Harris on the attack. One's going to bounce off a block attempt, and we're going to get a whistle. And we have a violation on Hilltop here. Someone get into the net. See anything move?
Now, the set had no rotation, so they're going to call a double. And Janice Bruner is going to want a timeout. You see Libby Baker wanting to get some clarification on that call.
So you saw the official kind of point to the wrist, so I think saying the same thing you just did. That one catches the wrist. So timeout. He can tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by Brian Ford. 0% financing is back on many new vehicles. Just visit them online at brianford.com. Well, 2014 here in the second set.
Yeah, Pettisville, you know they're loose. You saw them dancing to the music here in the birdcage. So if you're worried about them tightening up and getting stressed out in this big match, nope, not going to happen. In fact, April Beck was the one leading the dance.
See Rachel Horning, one of the assistant coaches, fist bumps for everyone after every stoppage of play. She's come back about this battle back and forth. Impressive one. Now Hilltop with the opportunity. They'll go to Libby Baker. That one's going to be blocked back at her. As Wimpkin steps up and gets another huge block.
Pettisville heard me say the middle belongs to Hilltop. And they said, no, not here tonight. This is our house. The middle belongs to us.
And Wimpkin is just a defensive specialist at the front row. 31 blocks coming into tonight. There's an opportunity into the net. So it does stop the Pettisville run. Hilltop will serve, but as you see on our NWOhio.live scoreboard, they're down 21-15. Libby Baker put together a run, gets the first opportunity here. Set coming, it's going to be to the middle. Rodriguez passed on it. Heads up play by Libby Baker to clear that one. Heads up opportunity to play that one on a play that would tear both of my ACLs. And Pettisville at the net will come up with another point out of Wimpkin.
Now Wimpkin's come up big here of late. First the block, and then the kill in the middle. 3 more points, and this place is going to erupt because it's going to be a 2-set lead for Pettisville.
Macy Hoyleman now with the serve. With the opportunity here. Wanted to get it away from the front row, and that one goes a little long. Hilltop will serve. They've got some work to do as they turn to Kelsey Connolly. Connolly, the sophomore, good serve. Strauss will play that one. There's a one-hand slap, clears the net for Pettisville. Dig comes away. Now Hilltop back to the attack. Rodriguez will win. A little joust at the net with a little touch.
Yeah, Rodriguez brought some serious hot sauce a moment ago. This time, just a little touch for the point.
Connolly to serve again. Strauss plays that one from the back row. Unfortunately, goes to a spot no one was at on the court. It's Connolly with an ace, closes that gap to 22-18. This one played by Harris. Harris will clear the net.
A free ball for Hilltop. Got to take advantage.
And they do with Rodriguez. Gets another kill. So if you're Pettisville, how long do you let this go before you think about using one of your 2 timeouts?
Yeah, things will get real tight mentally for Pettisville if Hilltop gets this next point.
Blackbirds keep this one alive. They got to use Miller from the back row. Now Rodriguez has had a couple of kills here recently. Harris able to play this one. Pettisville, it's another opportunity. Back to Harris. Harris right towards Libby Baker, but her return is out of play.
Harris dominating that outside. Huge side out. Would have made it 20-22.
So Harris will now serve. Johankin had just checked in, gets a touch. Set up, Reeker, that one dug out. To Rodriguez, won it at the net, but still alive. Johankin again keeps it in play.
Hastings has done that over and over again tonight.
The dig out of the net, it's the setup for Reeker who puts it away.
Now, how many times has Grace Hastings saved something here tonight for Pettisville? Get her a shovel because she's been digging out of the net all night long.
So here's Harris with the opportunity for Pettisville to go up 2-0. She'll get the dig there. Back to Reeker, who's going to put it away. And Pettisville, with an impressive opening 2 sets, they take the 2-0 lead with a 25-19 win in set 2. So Pettisville with the opportunity for a sweep. We'll see if they can do it when we return here on NWOhio.live.
Discover top quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Discover your potential at 4 County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose 4 County Career Center.
In 1951, DeRochers began servicing their valued customers by repairing radios. Since then, there have been many changes, but one thing has remained the same: DeRochers' continued commitment to providing first-class service to their dedicated customers. DeRochers no longer services radios, but we do service all the major brand appliances. To schedule outstanding service for your appliance repair needs, please call 734-457-9999. Mention this ad and receive a special discount on your initial call. DeRochers, your appliance experts.
What an impressive first 2 sets for Pettisville. 25-20, or 25-22, 25-19, excuse me. They open up with wins over Hilltop, so now the opportunity for a sweep for a school, as we look up, hasn't won the Buckeye Border Conference since 2018. And I'd love to say I just have that much volleyball knowledge, but they have the banners across the way. Very easily can look up the information. We know Hilltop, 4-time defending champions of the Buckeye Border, looking for their 4th straight. And someone's going to go home with that Spengler Candy World. And we talked about it that time out. We kind of have a good idea of the way this is going, who the clubhouse favorite is right now.
A lot of names, especially at Pettisville. Hastings been fantastic. Miller's been big time. Reeker got him off to a great start. Harris has been fantastic. Randy, the big difference is their ability to get that ball back up in the air, and then they've been very competitive in the middle. How many times have we seen Hilltop in the last 2 years where they just destroy everybody in the middle. That hasn't been the case here tonight.
So our crew kind of shamed us there. Like, man, those guys are really smart. And then we see that they show where we get the information from. So, it's not that we keep that knowledge on us. It literally hangs in the gym across the way from us. That's
how about that run, though?
read.
15, 16, 17, and 18. That was a heck of a run.
And the Blackbirds trying to get on top. It's been a few years since they've ruled the Buckeye Border Conference, at least in volleyball. Still have the opportunity for the sweep. Now, would there be anything less surprising than Hilltop winning the next 2 sets and us going 5?
No, because the first 2 sets were so close, right? One play here, one play there. We're talking about Hilltop being on top 2-0.
So Grace Hastings is going to open the 3rd set with an ace. It's a good start for the Blackbirds. They'll pick up the first point.
Hastings is so good here tonight. Get them started with another one of your aces. A little topspin variety that time.
Going back to Libby Baker. That one will be just out of play.
Nice pass set going away by Van Arsdalen.
I don't know if this is worth anything. Did you notice the line judges have changed sides?
They sure have, haven't they?
There's one that runs long, so the teams will match balls out of play.
That's a tough job. I would not want to be a line judge. Would you ever?
No.
No.
I've had to do it. It's right up there with elected official, right? No matter what you do, it's not right. That one's going to be touched by Pettisville, so Hilltop will come back with an ace. Served up there, Elena Van Arsdalen.
I had a couple go into the net earlier in this match for her. But it looks like she's got her steps and her jump, her lift, her launch point, all figured out.
Tries us at 2 here early in this 3rd set. That one will just graze the top of the net. Clears in front of Becca Strauss, had the diving effort.
I think it's the toughest serve in volleyball, don't you think? You're expecting it, and then it hits that top tape and rolls over. Your reaction's got to be so fast.
Time does serve it into the net. So looking for that precision serving.
It looks like when she speeds up her tempo is when she has trouble with it. Slow down back there.
So Naomi Rieker will serve for Pettisville. Hilltop sends it into the net. So back-to-back errors on the Cadets. Rieker will get the serve again. This one has to be played by the bench, but cleared by Hilltop. Hastings set up, comes near side, and finishing it is Olivia Miller.
Yeah, best swing of the night for Miller. Run a little fake inside and wheel it around. You see it holds the defense enough. Miller, quite the athlete, able to come all the way around and hammer that one away.
So Rieker goes right at Libby Baker. Baker's going to get the tip and the point for Hilltop. So here's Brooklyn Kuzmal to serve for the Cadets. Strauss will play this one. As it is cleared by Harris. Back to Libby Baker. Baker again, just that soft touch. Up past the front row, clears it. Hilltop has this tied.
It really puts that back row in a bind for Pettisville because you got to play back expecting Baker to hammer it at you. When she goes with a little touch shot, you're too far away to help out.
Now Pettisville's some trouble as that one got into the net. So Hilltop able to put a small run together.
How about that guy throwing the ball back in? It's not free volleyball night here.
Pettisville will let Kuzmal's serve go just long.
Lumpkin checks back in, and she has been fantastic in the middle for Pettisville.
Miller gets the good serve. Just step up, keep this one in play. Harris will clear it. At Kuzmal had the diving effort, unable to get it up to a teammate. Miller right at Kuzmal as Hilltop plays this one over to Libby Baker. One set. That one might have been out of play in that far side. Harris has it blocked at the net. Pettisville gets another opportunity. Try to get the back set over, but it's out of play.
And not many errors here tonight by Hastings. Even that one still almost landed in the line for Pettisville.
Libby Baker with the opportunity. Pettisville clears this one. Now they'll go to Rodriguez in the middle. And looks like they're going to say that one deflected. Let's see what we can see here. Tough to tell right there.
I think it's the right call. Wimpkin went up against it. Rodriguez with the tempo on it. Gets a little bit of peace.
Baker on a miss hit, gets the net, rolls over, picks up the ace.
Was that the changeup or she just hit it wrong? Whatever it was, when you're a magical player, magic things happen.
She makes no mistake about that one. Now get the dig. Hilltop is able to clear this. Pettisville with the chance. One ends up out as they get an opportunity from Harris.
Harris snaps it all the way from behind her ear. And it shows you that her ability to jump gets on top of it just a little long and the slice into the net.
Gives Pettisville a chance. Blackbirds down a pair. They will turn to Macy Hoylman. Hoylman, high arcing serve, has no problem clearing. Now Rodriguez on the perfect setup is able to put it away.
Yeah, just too easy of a serve, right? A little one lollipop to your libero. The one is easy, gives you the two a really easy, and then a huge three.
Kelsey Connolly gets a good serve for Hilltop. Setup comes back to Rodriguez again. It is cleared. Connolly this time will go to the far side. And Pettisville having trouble digging that one out of the net as Giotto Rising comes across court to get the point for Hilltop. Connolly serves once again. Strauss is going to have that one. Just roll up her arm, got to her elbow it looked like, ends up out of play. It's Connolly with the ace as that lead has grown to 5. And Pettisville will take a timeout here. So that gives us the chance again to tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by Chappie's Snappy Dogs, New York style hot dogs, smoked sausage, and huge brats. Call Carol at 419-297-1004 or look up Chappie's Snappy Dogs on Facebook. And we're brought to you by Bricks to Clicks. Save you money on everything from toys to home decor. Save on Amish-built sheds, carports, and steel buildings. Follow us on Facebook or visit Bricks to Clicks in person, 29133 George Street in Millbury, Ohio, which is, as we mentioned earlier, now one of 2 locations in Millbury, Ohio.
Chuck's growing that business. The first time tonight, Randy, that I thought Pettisville looked a little bit tired. A good timeout by April Beck as Hilltop had grown that lead to 5. Conley had a nice run serving it up in set number 2.
And we'll keep that going as Pettisville very late to react to that serve. Ends up as another ace.
And you see why Janice Bruner inserted her in set number 2. She has some nice selection of nasty serves.
Well, Pettisville able to go on the attack. Now Rodriguez, the match, gets the tip over.
And Pettisville better be careful. Don't let Hilltop get momentum.
Harris from the back row gets a pass. Pettisville is able to clear it. Rodriguez will put a little bit more power on that one. comes up with the kill.
A really nice set, and here comes the boom, baby. Rodriguez with the heater.
Connolly will continue her run from the service line. The announcer jinx in full effect.
You're getting ready for free throw season coming up, aren't you? 10 for 10 on the night. He hasn't missed a free throw.
That's a guarantee.
A nice run, though, by Conley.
So Harris with the serve, serves it right back. So teams will trade errors, so 17-9 here in this third set. Hilltop trying to just stay alive. Can't think, maybe outside of their sweep when they lost to Archbold, have they fallen behind 2-0 this year? Pettisville comes up with a point there.
And Pettisville needed one, got the side out. Down by 7. Make it difficult for Hilltop.
It's Courtney Weemkin now to serve. Rodriguez does a nice job. Now from the back row is able to clear that. Pettisville going back to Reeker. Reeker trying to go cross court, but it's out of play.
Now watch her attack steps. I love it, going around the block, try to angle it, but she's too far inside to play that severe of an angle. It goes out of bounds.
So Rodriguez now get a good serve. Hilltop trying to go on the attack. Baker get the set over.
At some point in time, do you think Pettisville will try to take that away? Baker has been able to go to it anytime she wants it for that point. It's still a kill.
It's Bryn Rodriguez with another serve. One played by Becca Strauss. And now a good job on the dig. Now from the back. Sends that one right to Reeker, who puts it away. It's Reeker at the right place at the right time. And we'll see Grace Hastings serve again. Hastings will send this one long.
Now Joe Hankin knew it right away. Called that one out. Great communication by number 8. Let everybody in red know, let that one go.
So Elena Van Arsdalen will serve. Pettisville trying to make something happen here. That one played in the back row by Giada Rising. Number 2, Connolly. There's a deflection. That one's going to end up as a point for the Blackbirds.
And it got to be a little bit frustrating. Libby Baker, who dominates the net, 84 blocks, been kind of quiet in that regard here tonight. Try to get a piece of that one.
So Naomi Reeker ready for the serve here for Pettisville. Right to Libby Baker. Baker gets it back after the first touch. So he's going to clear the nets. The second opportunity. Hastings staying right in the line of fire. Comes up with it. Now free ball for Pettisville, trying to make something happen here. They go to Harris. That one played at the net.
Thought it might have been a lift by Baker.
Yeah, Pettisville fans wanted something. You saw a few of them making some noise. Now Baker set up in the middle.
Great job by Reeker to get it in the air.
Yeah, without hesitation went after it. Strauss able to do the same thing. Set that time goes up and over Baker. Connolly from out of play gets it. And now Harris with the opportunity, but that's played. And it ends up being a kill out of Kelsey Connolly.
Connolly doesn't try to do too much with it. Go to the back middle where nobody's there. Tremendous rally by both teams. And you gotta love the fact that Pettisville not afraid to play darts. They'll be the dartboard and get that back up in the air.
Front, a lot of them, that is for sure. So there's Brooklyn Kuzball ready to serve for Hilltop. And as we have a check of the rotations, it looks like something is being looked at by the official here at the scorer's table.
Well, you know it's serious when the glasses get pulled out. When they pull the glasses out to read the book, you know something's serious.
Trying to make sure they have not only the correct 6, but I guess the 6 are in the correct spots on the floor.
Coach Bruner gets the thumbs up by the official. Methodical, I would say.
Is Kuzma ready to serve again? Pettisville through a deflection will get it to Olivia Miller.
Miller doesn't get a great set, but you get an opportunity to work on something, you deliver, and Miller does.
She'll serve now.
That was a nasty serve by Miller.
Hilltop trying to clear this from the net. Baker in the second opportunity goes to Miller. Now to Harris. That has to be dug out by the back row. And what an effort, what a point out of Hilltop.
And Conley going off the floor to get it back. Huge point for Hilltop. Now within 3 of closing out set number 3.
Yeah, Baker's bending out of the way. They're back to the net. Tried it again. That diving effort comes up short.
A great shot of Baker on a knee. Same height as Brooklyn Kuzma standing next to her.
Pettisville gets a good serve. Here's Bryn Rodriguez with a touch. Second effort, that one again dug out.
Well, Hastings just traces down everything.
Now the block, he comes back to Hilltop. Hastings the setup. Here's Harris. That one's deflected. Hilltop trying to play this one. Third hit is Connolly. Back to Harris again. Played by Van Arsdalen. Connolly again looking for the corner. This time Pettisville goes middle with Wimkin. Setup comes to the back. Pettisville not ready for that one. And now Hilltop is going to come back. Connolly gets a good serve here. Kuzma tried to keep that alive.
Now a little miscommunication. Great job by Kuzma getting back up in the air. And just nobody else got the second hit. This young lady right here, all the way to the left, she has got to get the award for a Hilltop fan of the. She is living and dying at every single point, Randy. Jumping up and down, grabbing her face. She has been amazing for Hilltop.
Hilltop, the opportunity here. Libby Baker from the back row clears this one.
There she is, jumping up and down, bringing the energy. She's grabbing the top of her head.
Now one more point for Hilltop here as they try to force a fourth set. There's a deflection, so Pettisville will stay alive thanks to the kill from Reeker. Oh, yep. Her face is just saying what we're all thinking.
She is a nervous ball of energy over there, isn't she? Well, the Hilltop student section, not a lot of them, but they have done a great job here tonight.
Wimkin, that one just catches the top of the tape, but playable. Pettisville ready to go. Comes over to Reeker. And now the set cleared for Hilltop. This time going to the middle for Miller. Gets the point for Pettisville.
One of them just wants a nap. Can't handle it.
I understand. At 3 minutes, timeout just isn't long enough in between sets. Baker's going to win the battle at the net, and Hilltop's going to stay alive as they win our third set, 25-17. So we're guaranteed at least a fourth as Hilltop makes it 2-1. We will take a timeout here on NWOhio.live.
Discover affordable transfer opportunities at Northwest State.
Start here and save thousands on tuition.
Our advising team will help you get your credits transferred.
So don't wait another minute. Get started today.
In 1951, DeRochers began servicing their valued customers by repairing radios. Since then, there have been many changes, but one thing has remained the same: DeRochers' continued commitment to providing first-class service to their dedicated customers. DeRochers no longer services radios, but we do service all the major brand appliances. To schedule outstanding service for your appliance repair needs, please call 734-457-9999. Mention this ad and receive a special discount on your initial call. DeRochers, your appliance
Our
expert.
instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
And Hilltop stays alive by winning set 3, 25-17. So now they will be the ones battling back. Kind of joked about it last time out there in that second set. Nothing more surprising, but so I'm going to pull the curtain back a little bit. So Miles normally, during the JV game at some point, will hand out some T-shirts, but apparently he's now crowdsourcing his work to students.
My old mind just forgot.
Yeah,
we got up here talking and I forgot.
It happens, right? So nice little photographer from Pettisville stepped up and did a great job handing out some
Who doesn't
T-shirts.
want NWO Ohio swag? That guy right there, that's who doesn't. Wake up, my friend.
Oh, we got, not only do we have a golfer, we have a medal there. There we go, that championship medal.
Well, the student section, you got dancing going on. You're sucking down some pop. You're talking, you got your shirt. You're worried about someone's going to steal it. One guy's putting it on. I like it. A lot of stuff going on over there. Look at that dance. That's a heck of a dance.
There is very few, if you've ever been here for basketball, I don't know, is there a more organized student section?
That's a really good point.
Than what Pettisville puts together on a nightly basis.
Very reminiscent of the Cameron Crazies. Everything's organized. They do it uniformly. Well, if you're Hilltop, you extend it to 4. You might as well extend it to 5, right? You're here. Just keep on working hard.
Looks like Bryn Rodriguez will be the first to serve here in set 4. We mentioned it at the top of our broadcast. The winner will become the last of the unbeatens in the Buckeye Border Conference. We'll still have 2 more league foes to go. Both of them have North Central. For Hilltop, it's then North Central and Fayette. For Pettisville, it's Holgate and then North Central. North Central, by the way, just 1 loss in the BBCs. Good play for Hilltop and Libby Baker to get the opening point of this 4th set.
A monster block by Baker. Better recovery by Pettisville. And then Baker puts it away yet again.
So Rodriguez to serve once again. Hilltop, it's this at the net. Back to Baker with the tip. Pettisville will play it.
A really good job by Rodriguez taking the line away from Reeker.
Back to Reeker, going cross court. That one's going to be ruled in play.
Now Reeker off the net, goes across. And must have barely got that outside line as Hilltop thought for sure it had gone wide.
So Grace Hastings has been the first serve for Pettisville. She'll do that again as the return is out, so Hastings comes up with the ace.
I'd love to see how many steps Hastings gets in a match because she's absolutely everywhere. Her ability to get to balls that she shouldn't get to is second to none.
Comes up with another good serve. Good setup for Baker. That one's going to be ruled out. I was going to say ruled out, but it looks like our top judge is going to say that was deflected. James Grimm will have a say in what happened there. Looks like Pettisville head coach April Beck wants an explanation. Don't know if she agreed with it, but we're going to play on at any rate. It's a battle at the net. That one's going to be won by Pettisville's Hilltop. Have to go on the attack once again as Rodriguez from the back. Strauss will step in front of that one. Coming cross court to Reeker, kept it in play.
Now, Reeker loves to go angle on this, and you should go angle when you got Libby Baker playing the line.
Might have also hit the arm of Baker, too, right at the net. That one took a drastic turn. Speaking of Baker, she's going to try to hammer that one. But Strauss once again steps in front of it. However, Pettisville puts it into the net.
So impressive. Time and time again, the back row players for Pettisville get one back up in the air. It's a lot of courage. You got Libby Baker swinging away and you're just waiting on it. Ouch.
Kuzmal with the serve. That one did bounce in front of the diving effort of Becca Strauss. So Kuzmal gets the ace. Kuzmal ready to go once again. However, serve runs long. Pettisville will get this back as they go to Olivia Miller. Miller serves it back to Hilltop. As official again, one of the line judges thought that hit the antenna, the marker, and we're going to get a 4-hit call.
Yeah, hit the tape, bounce back. Nobody in red made contact. It is so weird on what balls go over the tape and what ones bounce back. The tape is finicky.
So Baker gets a good serve. Kuzmal keeps that alive for the Cadets to Rodriguez. Miller at the net. Has it set back by Rodriguez.
You get the feeling Hilltop starting to establish themselves. A couple big blocks in this fourth set. Rodriguez, construction, building walls at the net in 2024.
So Libby Baker with the serve once again. Sends it right at Reeker, who can't do anything with it.
Well, watch out, Pettisville snacking on a little danger here now. You feel momentum big time with the Lady Cadets.
Baker with another serve. Reeker tries to do something there again, sends it out of play.
4-point lead. Libby Baker serving up nastiness. Hilltop dictating terms.
Well, they've found something going at Reeker in that back row. Pettisville's able to clear this one. Kuzmal gets the first touch. Rodriguez has it blocked back but out of play. As that lead will grow now 9-4. Who's more fired up than that Hilltop student section? Nobody. They have not sat down. Serve into the net. I don't know. I didn't even look, but I don't know. Did they even sit down in the 3 minutes we had in between?
They did not.
Yeah. I think one of them might have run to the concession stand. Rodriguez is going to go long. If I stand that long, my back's going to be killing me.
No, it could be good to be young again, isn't it?
Well, we're going to get. Oh, we lost one.
The Pettisville student section, a lot more numbers, doing a great job, but the heart of the Hilltop student section, second to none.
Hilltop continuing to just win battles at the net again, this time with Bryn Rodriguez.
Conley, who's been really good serving it up tonight.
Tip it right to Rodriguez. And Rising will play it. And Rodriguez again, just a heads-up play to keep it alive. Then has it at the net. Pettisville with the chance. Miller will clear it. To Rodriguez with that tip again.
Another great rally.
Yeah, I think Hilltop fans wanted a call on Pettisville. Libby Baker's going to keep that alive. Van Arsdalen And Rodriguez this time with the clear, but it's going to be dug out of the net. Tries to finish it again, and we're going to have a net violation after all that.
A couple of times Hilltop was going to celebrate. Pettisville said, no, wait a minute. We got it back over the net.
Pettisville, the opportunity again. That one ends up into the net for Wimkin. So Hilltop now with Pettisville doubled up 12-6 in this fourth set.
And the first time tonight, Randy, I see doubt creeping into the looks of Pettisville. Needs something positive to happen here.
Strauss able to clear it. Connolly with the pass going back to Rodriguez. That one's going to be dug out as Rodriguez again sends it back. And it looks like April Beck making her way to the official, and now Pettisville will use its first timeout of this set.
How about Rodriguez says, Reeker, you want to play some darts? Good, you can be the dartboard. She returns it, go off a one, put it away. Rodriguez, red hot.
Our broadcast here on NWOhio.live brought to you by Willis Electric, industrial, commercial, and residential contractor serving our community and beyond. Visit Willis.com to learn more. 13-6 Hilltop in front here in set number 4. Let's take a look at both huddles right now.
Yeah, Coach Beck got to do her best sell job right here. Momentum big time on the side of Hilltop, and they are playing with great enthusiasm, great execution, and you wonder how much is in the tank, in that gas tank of Pettisville.
Coach Beck still with her. You see there's a look right into that huddle. Saying, hey, remember all those things we did those first two sets? We got to get back to that energy.
I need a big side out. Going to be a tough ask as Conley has been doing a great job serving things up.
I don't believe, did she play in the first set? I think she was subbed in the second. And ever since then, I do see listed on the JV roster, so it might be a thing of just splitting her time. Pettisville, looked like one player was going to let it go, then someone else elects to play it. Ends up being an ace as it ends up out of play.
Yeah, not good. Come out of timeout. Harris gets handcuffed, then a little hubby-wife disagreement. 2 free ones for Hilltop.
Just what Pettisville couldn't do. If they do win a battle at the middle of the net with Wimkin.
And Wimkin takes that little half swing, little tomahawk chop, goes off the block for a big point.
It's Miley Harris ready to serve for the Blackbirds. High set and a good finish right for Rodriguez.
Now Rodriguez is absolutely feeling it. Rodriguez, who hits a high percentage, and you see why. Brings a lot of tempo on her swing.
Gianna Rising gets the good serve. Now Reeker with the answer for the Blackbirds.
Well, go back to what you do well. Things are struggling. They got this match started by feeding Reeker on the outside. Go back to it, Reeker delivers.
So Wimkin with the left-handed serve. One does clear, we'll get a whistle. We're gonna get a double hit.
Yeah, I had a funny spin. I was wondering as it was floating in the air if they were gonna call it.
Wimkin to serve again. This one will be played by Rodriguez. Pettisville made the effort, saw Harris try to come up with it. Heads up play by Wimkin just to touch it.
It shows you how smart Elena Van Arsdalen is, knowing that Rodriguez is red hot. Keep feeding her no matter where she's at on the floor.
Now play at the net ends up out of bounds.
Another great call by Joe Hankin. Knew it was going to go out, called it.
A long rally for Bryn Rodriguez continues. Pettisville with the opportunity. Miller's attempt is playable. Van Arsdalen does send it long. But Pettisville can't afford to trade points with Hilltop. They need to go on a run.
Yeah, if they trade, we're going to be in set number 5 before you know it.
So Hastings ready to serve with the officials getting together as we're going to have conversation as our top official here wanted to have a talk.
This is where we need to have that microphone on the officials. Ken Reeker, our producer, could just switch that on and we get a little insight.
So this is
Randy, you're a part-time lip reader. What are they saying?
Not really sure. We're going to have a rotation violation.
There are a lot of great signs and signals by officials in sports, but that might be the best one ever, the rotation error one.
So now the floor official, who was called over by the top official, so the top official could tell her what he saw, now has to go straight to the Pettisville bench. So he says,
now Hilltop going to rotate in. Did it correctly.
So Elena Van Arsdalen now to serve. And Pettisville does come up with an answer as Reeker near side, one of the few times she's done that, gets a kill.
I love her approach. It's like she's creeping as a thief in the night. Tip, 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 and then explodes off the floor.
Reeker now the opportunity to serve. Hilltop tries to clear this one, and they do in a big way with Libby Baker at the net.
Yeah, might be her best swing of the night. Way above everybody else. A really good set to get her going.
So now here's Brooklyn Kuzmal with the serve. Kuzmal hangs this one high in the air. It's deflected at the net. Hilltop will play it. Connolly clears. Go in the middle off a deflection. Olivia Miller will step up and get a point.
And Miller has correctly navigated around Baker all night long. Has not gone directly at her, gone around her. Smart play by Miller.
Miller now will serve, short serve. Hilltop does clear out of the net. Setting up Harris. That one was deflected. Ball was then punched over by Pettisville, but rolled down the net. We saw it end up out of play.
It was a great shot of both teams just mesmerized as it was rolling on top of the net.
It's Libby Baker now. To Harris. Harris will get it through the block attempt to Rodriguez.
Harris not shy. Had one blocked in her face a moment ago. Won't be deterred. Goes right back at it again.
It's the opportunity for Hoyleman. Gets a good serve. Here's Rodriguez. That one caught either to the top of the net or through the deflection. Doesn't matter. Hilltop point.
Can't remember a time in this fourth set where Rodriguez has not come through.
Connolly with a good serve. And Rodriguez comes through there with a big block.
2 away from an unbelievable set 5 in front of us. Love the character of Hilltop battling back.
Connolly with another good serve. Pettisville is forced to scramble a little bit. Reeker from the back comes up with that one. Ends up over by the ladder, so Pettisville does stay alive.
Grace Hastings has her way. You're going to see a lot of number 3 on that outside pin being set up.
Harris to serve. is dug out. Now Rodriguez with it. Towards that back line, stays in.
Yeah, Miller knew it as soon as she turned sideways. She was too far up.
Turn 2, Giada rising. It's Hilltop trying to force a fifth set. Reeker off a deflection, and Rodriguez again looked like the winning play. Pettisville will play it, and Reeker will keep it alive momentarily.
Yeah, another one where, as you're watching it, you're not sure how Hastings was able to get her hand underneath it.
Swimkin with the serve. Through the net, Hilltop able to clear this one. Strauss trying to get it up to that front row. It's to Reeker. Now here is Rodriguez, had a monster fourth set. High in the air, good calls. Hilltop being patient through a block. Pettisville trying to keep this alive, and they're going to be called for 4 hits. Didn't realize the deflection at the net. It's a violation, and Hilltop forces a fifth set as they come away with the 25-15 win. So we're going to need a fifth set to decide this one, and we will have it for you next year on NWOhio.live.
In 1951, DeRochers began servicing their valued customers by repairing radios. Since then, there have been many changes, but one thing has remained the same: DeRochers' continued commitment to providing first-class service to their dedicated customers. DeRochers no longer services radios, but we do service all the major brand appliances. To schedule outstanding service for your appliance repair needs, please call 734-457-9999. Mention this ad and receive a special discount on your initial call. DeRochers, your appliance experts.
Discover top-quality healthcare education at Northwest State. Our instructors have real-world experience, so they know how to prepare you for great career opportunities. Northwest State, where you'll get the top-quality healthcare education you need to succeed.
Discover your potential at 4 County Career Center, where students of all ages acquire the academic and technical skills, knowledge, and training essential for career success. Embrace career and technical education. Choose 4 County Career Center.
Randy and Miles back with you here, getting ready for set number 5. This one is going to decide tonight's match, and the winner is going to stay in front of the Buckeye Border Conference. Again, just a reminder, only goes to 15 in this 5th set. At our Hilltop students section has had a lot of fun tonight. They're going to get their full 3 minutes, and then realize the cameras on them all started waving.
Yeah, I think one realized she's now a TV star.
That's right. So, they're upset they didn't get T-shirts. That's what's going on.
Is that what it is?
That's.
Next time we're in Hilltop, we'll hook you guys up. We'll hook you up.
So, great night of volleyball here on this Thursday night. Never had a bad time in the birdcage.
No, absolutely love coming to Pettisville. Anytime it's on our schedule, I smile automatically. I'm going to stop at Sundays. I'm going to get some caramel corn, and it's going to be unbelievable hospitality, and it's going to be great action on the floor. I love coming to Pettisville.
Pettisville breaks the huddle with about 90 seconds left to go in the timeout. Pettisville still deep in conversation. I think they're going to take the full 3 minutes, discuss everything they need to do.
The Hilltop smiles and laughter. And why not? They've dug themselves out of a 2-set hole to tie this thing up. How big are the first 5 points of the 5th set?
It's huge. So Hilltop playing loose. They fell behind early. Pettisville won the first two, 25-22, 25-19. And Cadets 25-17 before cruising 25-15 in that 4th. Really not a lot of trouble.
No, they just went on a nice run. Biggest thing is they kind of did what Pettisville did early in the match. Everything got back up in the air. Pettisville frustrated Hilltop early by taking whatever they want to serve at them and putting it up in the air, and that's what Hilltop started to do right back at them.
Pettisville on the floor, and they want to make sure that there's going to be no issues with troubles in a rotation, keeping their libero on the sideline right now.
I'm sure both coaches are reminded their teams, don't help your opponent out. That means serve it in. Make sure you handle the serve. Don't get free points by serving into the net or serving it long.
Officials made sure everything's good to go. Looks like the coin toss for the first serve was won by Hilltop as the ball's headed that. Oh, no, my bad. Pulled a swerve on me. Our official still double checking the lineups. As libero for Pettisville, Becca Strauss will check in. As the birdcage is getting about as loud as it has all night as we start our fifth and final set. And it's going to be Baker with the opening point for Hilltop.
Great serve receive, good pass, get Baker something workable. A little change up for the point.
So Elena Van Arsdalen get the serve. This one is playable. Pettisville comes to Rieker. That one's going to be dug out by Rodriguez. Libby Baker took her a moment to notice it, but she plays it. That one will roll off the hands of Connolly. Really good attempt on that far side by Pettisville.
How about that pass set? Running away from the net by Hastings to get Rieker an opportunity.
Rieker now to serve. Baker trying to get the setup again, and just the tip over the net. Seen that once again.
A smart volleyball by both teams, though. The big moments go to your big-time players. Baker twice for Hilltop, and Rieker for Pettisville.
Kuzmal gets the serve for Hilltop. Play at the net. This one to be won by Miley Harris. Harris will get it off the deflection. We get tied again now. Olivia Miller to serve. And it's Rising going cross court, comes up with a point.
This is a tough play. If you let it go and it lands in, everybody shakes their head. You got to play the close ones in set number 5.
Libby Baker now with the serve. That one is going to end up out of plays. We're going to take a look at the replay. Barely. One is close. Hilltop trying to keep this alive, and what a play made well in the back by Rodriguez, and then steps up and defends the net.
Van Arsdalen almost runs into the wall to save it. Should have been a point for Pettisville, but the hustle of Hilltop gets it done.
Puts the Cadets back in front. Connolly will now serve. Strauss trying to send it up to the front row. Connolly to Rising. Rodriguez trying to put it away. That one's going to be a touch. Off the deflection, Hilltop comes up with a point.
Conley been so big, serving it up for Hilltop since she came into this match.
From the back row, big play out of Naomi Rieker.
Not sure how Kuzma was able to get that one up in the air a little bit. Great effort by her to dive. Another big moment in this match.
Miley Harris with the serve. Kuzma plays that one straight up. Pettisville trying to make something happen. Back to Rieker. Dug out as that one hangs high in the air. Going cross court. This one ends up out of play.
Another tight one on the line. It goes in favor of Pettisville, and we're tied up at 5.
Harris to serve again. Rodriguez clears it to Reeker. Dug out a second time by Van Arsdalen. Libby Baker from the back. Have it to Miller. Back to Reeker. Kuzmal just face high plays this one. Pettisville has no answer.
The effort, the energy, the enthusiasm to which each point is being played. Elite level stuff, brother.
Hilltop back up by a point. Trying to go cross court and was just deflected. But Wimpkin comes up with a point through the hands of the block by Rodriguez. Couldn't get the arms together. Wimpkin now to serve. Rodriguez from the back has it dug out by Strauss. Coming back to Reeker. That one can't be dug out of the net, and now Pettisville in front by a point.
Wimpkin has left her imprint on this 5th set. First with a big kill, now the serve.
So Wimpkin with another good serve. And unlike some of the other places we played at, the ceilings had no effect on anything. There's one out of play. Getting serious now for Coach Beck. The jacket has come off. Rodriguez's attempt is blocked. As Pettisville's going to take a 3-point lead.
Well, they're starting to feel it here in Pettisville. Up by 3 after the huge block.
So Hilltop with the timeout. We want to tell you that our broadcast tonight brought to you by Renewed Therapeutics. Reclaim your vitality, reignite the spark. Feel renewed with Renewed Therapeutics in White House. Call Brandy at 419-877-8159 or visit renewed-therapeutics.com. And we've mentioned it a couple of times. Might as well say it one more time when we get to 15. And we have a winner. Miles and I will select our Spangler Candy World Sweet Player of the Game. They go home with the NWOhio.live Player of the Game ball. And more importantly, that $10 gift card to Spangler Candy World.
Whoever wins is going to have that smile and the tongue sticking out just like the Candy World logo.
We have signs being passed around. There's some sort of
1,000 assists.
Someone's closing in on 1,000 assists. Seems like records are being set no matter where we go this year, partner.
A free ball opportunity now. You got to take advantage of your Hilltop.
And it is blocked.
Miller's been big.
Hilltop with a second chance. Hastings with the pass. Goes to Miller. Dug out by Strauss. Coming cross court again. And a good setup as Reeker will get it. Not yet, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
So give us one of the 1,000 assist signs to hold.
Getting close.
Serve is going to go long.
Yeah, Hilltop needed something to go right and to get a little bit of a gift.
Being told she needs 5.
I'm going to assume it's Grace Hastings.
I think so. Excellent serve out of Rodriguez. Now to Libby Baker. Baker trying to get that up and over. It's playable. It's the setup. Hilltop sends it back. Now Reeker up and over the net. And now we will get a double hit as the ball rolls off both hands.
Yeah, you see a left and then the right. A tough call.
Hastings now with the serve. As Baker gets that one over.
Hilltop still staying within shouting distance. Need Van Arsdalen to go on a little bit of a run here.
It's the opening serve. Strauss gets set up. There's Hastings. Set up, going cross court. As they get the finish out of Reeker.
Reeker, not to be shy, she will go at Libby Baker and comes up big.
Reeker now with the pass. I believe the 5 was to inform us it was number 5 in Hastings, and now we're seeing that perhaps it's 2 away. And they might have to come quick here. 13-8 as Hilltop will use its second and final timeout.
Now you can't take them back to Hilltop with you. Look at the calm, cool, and collectedness of Janice Bruner right there. How many coaches would be in set number 5 down by 5 points and you're still smiling and making jokes with your kids in the huddle? How many? Not many, right?
Not a lot.
That is the gem. That is Janice Bruner.
Also noticed who's standing beside her, her senior leader, and Libby Baker.
Yeah, great point as well. The student section waiting to erupt for Pettisville.
So here's Reeker with the serve, right at Baker. Is going to play this one. Hastings gets the setup off the deflection. That one's going to be played out. And now Pettisville will come just 1 point away. Serve again. Baker, the tip of the net. Pettisville trying to get set up. Back to Harris. That one's going to pinball around, and Pettisville is going to come away with a win in 5 sets as they hold off Hilltop in our 5th set, 15-8. So Pettisville will win this one in 5. We will take a timeout. We'll head down to the floor. Miles Holliday's going to catch up with her Spangler Candy World Sweet Player of the Game when we return here on NWOhio.live.
You know, a lot of people say when you're going somewhere, you don't want to look back. But I beg to differ. For her to see her father celebrate his graduation, it's the best feeling in the world. I can't lie and say it was easy. But sometimes you just have to stop everything and take it in. I looked at everything in a different light. I realized it started with me going back and getting my high school diploma.
Huge win tonight for the Pettisville Blackbirds as they take one big step into claiming their first Buckeye Border Conference volleyball title since 2018 as they hold off the Hilltop Cadets in 5 sets as Pettisville looked like they were on their way to maybe a sweep, taking the first 2, 25-22, 25-19. Hilltop battles back to win the 3rd and 4th sets, 25-17, 25-15, and then Pettisville with a big impressive effort here in set 5, 15-8. They come away with a big win, so Pettisville now in command of the Buckeye Border Conference. Big part of the reason was the passing of Grace Hastings. She's our Spangler Candy World Sweet Player of the Game. And she's down on the floor with Miles Holiday.
Grace, unbelievable match here tonight. How's this feel to get a huge win over top of Hilltop?
It feels great. This is what we've been working for a while now, so it's really exciting.
This had to be one of these matches that maybe might be the most fun you've ever been in.
Yeah, for sure. Yes.
You guys now in charge of your destiny in the BBC. You won the first two, right? Lost the second two. Going into that fifth match, Coach had you guys in a huddle here during the timeout. What was the mood like? What was the message there?
It was like a let's go kind of thing. We really wanted to win that fifth one, so we were pumped up.
You're coming in close on 1,000 assists in your career. What will that mean to you personally?
That's been a goal I've had for a while, so that would definitely be great, and definitely thanks to my teammates for making that happen, because I don't get the assists if they don't pass the ball and hit the ball. So
now the goal of winning the BBC is close. What do you got to do to finish this out?
We got to finish strong this season, continue to work hard, and play well.
Fantastic. Last thing, you got to take that ball and you got to serve it up that way. Grace has been outstanding all night long. There you go. Grace, congratulations. And she's going to Candy World.
I don't know, Miles, 1,000 assists. We should have had her set it.
You're right about that, buddy. She has been great.
So Pettisville with a huge win. So they will host I'm looking at Hilltop. They're going to head to Holgate on Tuesday. A win there guarantees them at least a share of the Buckeye Border Conference crown. If they win that one, they go for the outright title Thursday at North Central. We want to thank everyone for making our night possible here in Pettisville in this 5-set thriller. Starts with our director, Ken Reeker. Can't say enough of the great things that Ken does for all of our different endeavors. I want to thank John for stepping up, helping us out on the camera tonight. So we thank them. And again, Brian Leppelmeyer, the great staff at Pettisville, take care of us each and every time we visit the birdcage. It's a 5-set thriller for Pettisville. They knock off Hilltop tonight in the Buckeye Border Conference. For my partner, Miles Holiday, and our entire NWOhio.live crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.